Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Riverdale. So let's start talking about this episode. So with this episode, we get to see Betty and Jughead digging a little bit deeper into, obviously, the Jason death mystery and how that's connected to Polly and Betty's parents. And then we have Cheryl and Veronica becoming friends, kind of, and learning a little bit more about Cheryl's background and why she's kind of so messed up. And then I would say the C story is Archie and his music, kind of having to pick between his music and football. So that's the big story for him. And it's hard to pick which one's the strongest, but I would say Betty's storyline was the strongest here because we actually learn a little bit more about Polly, and it's Betty questioning her own parents, kind of questioning, you know, the people that she's closest to. So it's interesting to see that, and by the end of the episode realize, oh my god, my parents might have killed somebody, and her not say, oh no, it's just my parents, we can't do that. So it's interesting how she goes down that path, and I do like the Jughead and Betty dynamic. That's one of my favorite parts of the show. And then the Cheryl part, I mean, it's weird. Either you're gonna like it or not, because she is such a weird character, and all her family's really weird, and her connection with her brother is very strange. Even though I did like the story at the funeral about how he was a nice guy, and that no one liked Cheryl, and she usually would have her own birthday party, even though they were twins, and no one was going to go to her birthday party, so Jason kind of covers it up and joins both parties together. So I thought that was kind of a nice story, but still Cheryl's very much in love with her brother, and it's very strange. So, I mean, they're still a really weird family, but that kind of goes with the creepiness of this show, and it's obviously on purpose. And Veronica's kind of sidelined in this episode. She's kind of used as a foil for Cheryl, but it's kind of cool to see her interact with another character besides Betty and Archie and Jughead. And then I would say the weaker story is Archie's story. I think that could have easily been cut out. As much as I like that they're going through this whole music storyline, it didn't really feel like it added much to the story. And that was, for me, the more boring part, which is weird to say about this show. I haven't liked Archie as much as I wanted to, even though it's based on Archie comics, so you'd think he's like the main character, but he's definitely not the most interesting character out of all the other plots going on. I think the Polly plot is really what's bringing us more closer to the mystery than any of the other plots. Even Cheryl's plot didn't really bring us closer to the mystery as much as Betty and Jughead's plot. So those are my thoughts on this week's episode. Let me know in the comments below what you thought. This is Comic Uno. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, description below, there are links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. And don't forget to like the Facebook page of Like Father, Like Daughter. And if you guys could go check out the Kickstarter for my comic book, that'd be awesome. That will be annotated. And I will see you guys later. Bye.